Yo, what's up guys? Cocojobro here. Welcome back to another video of Dead by Daylight. In today's video, we're going to be going over this big controversial conversation. Is Trickster buffed or is Trickster nerfed? What the heck is going on with this new update? If you guys didn't hear, we have the new patch notes of the 5.1 mid-chapter update. So if you guys haven't checked it out yourself, definitely go give it a look. But we're going to go through it right now for yourselves, and you're going to see right now that the Trickster has some changes that are interesting. They're very interesting. So the cool thing is that they updated the maximum laceration, which was 8 knives. You had to hit survivors with 8 knives. Now you only have to hit them with 6 knives. So that's a buff. That's awesome. That really ends his chases a lot faster. If you've ever played this killer, you know that he was very lackluster. Why hit someone with 8 projectiles when you can play Deathslinger or Huntress and just hit someone for 1, right? And you would get a health state out of it, or even put them into the deep wound status effect. Now the laceration decay is actually depleted in 15 seconds. If the survivor is running, then it's 20 seconds. So you have a little bit more time before your laceration meter goes away, which is really good because it gives you an opportunity to capitalize on your knife throws. It's really troublesome if you're looping around very tall loops or very wide loops and you can't really catch up to survivors or get line of sight. So this really helps out. The decay also too is now at 10 seconds. It was 20 seconds. Lacerations removed upon successful basic attacks. It was 4, now it's 3. So this is whenever you would hit survivors. Let's say you hit them with, I don't know, let's just say you hit them with 7 knives, right? And then you get really frustrated because they're about to go to a pallet and you smack them and you'll lose half of those stacks. You lose 4. So now it only loses 3. So you can maybe want to like melee someone and then they run into the open, and then you can hit them and recover those 3 shots. So it's pretty cool. The main event, the throwing knives start 1 second sooner. That's really good because that whole animation of him throwing up his knife and, you know, doing his little mumbo jumbo, it's really stupid because you're like, I want to get into the chase. I've built up this power, and also too, the power only lasted for like 10 seconds before it went away, and if you didn't use it, you lose it. So I really like that the animation starts up faster, and also too that the power is held for 30 seconds instead of 10 seconds. Also too, you do need to hit people with 30 knives instead of 20 knives. I think that's still pretty good in my opinion, because if you get your main event faster, and then also too it goes away in 10 seconds, it was a big anxiety rush for me because I would get it and then I felt like I lost out on something that I worked hard for. So not getting it as often is kind of nice because then you can utilize it properly, and you can maybe, instead of hitting people with 30 knives, you can maybe hit them for like 25 or 29, and then you can you know, use a knife to use main event whenever you feel its proper usage is. So I think that's really cool. Some of the add-ons that they did are interesting. The Melodious Murder, it moderately decreases the knife's reload speed in the lockers. The Fizz, there's a small effect, starts with at 2 knives throwing instead of 3. There's just certain things that they did. You could look at these that they are what they are, but it is what it is. So if we go from the changes to the PTB, these are some of the biggest changes that I feel like change from buff to nerf with him. So instead of having 60 knives, now you start with 44 knives. So you start with 16 less knives, or essentially 3/4 of the knives that you need. It is what it is. It's kind of good, it's kind of bad, because yeah, you need less knives to hit people to get them down, but it doesn't really help him with his map pressure. So for instance, you know, he can only really 1v1 someone. He can't really get multiple people down. If he had a lot of knives to work with, then you can target one person, and if people are being dumb, like in terms of like a Legion situation where you use Feral Frenzy, that's a juicy, like perfect situation. With Trickster, it takes you a while to even down someone, and then by the time you down someone, the rest of the people are already gone. You might get one cheeky person going for a flashlight slave, but you know, with him, he sucked at map pressure. So giving him less knives to work with, if you do get in a really nice situation where people are next to each other, you have less to use, and you know, you have to hit 30 knives. So if you only have 44, you have to hit, you know, 66% of your knives to get your main event, to be able to go into main event and hit whoever's around you. And then you only have about, you know, let's just say you have 10 knives left over and you need to hit people as well. Like it just, I don't know, maybe you might not. I don't get it. The maximum knife rate of fire the maximum knife rate of fire bonus after throwing 8 knives is 25%, was 33%. It was really cool when you were able to like just by holding down the M1 button with M2, but now it's kind of decreased, so it's whatever. The trick pouch adds 4 knives instead of 10. Bloody boa adds 8 instead of 15. The hit knife indicators are reduced in size. I feel like that's pretty good. It was kind of big, but also too, I liked it that it was big because it let me for sure know maybe some people have like really bad sight with hitting things that are really far away. At least you would know that you're hitting it. So it's, I don't know, I feel like this is a nerf for him. And then with the perks, No Way Out. Once you know how No Way Out used to work, once they powered up the 5th generator, then the doors will be blocked for 12 seconds, and then it was consecutive how many people you hooked. Now it only activates when they actually grab the door to power up the doors. So I think that's really good, because if survivors aren't pushing for doors, then that gives you a time to work with them. It's kind of like an initiated blood warden, where you don't have to hook someone in the end game. You could hook them pre-end game. So I think that's really good too. And then Hex crowd control got a buff a bit. I feel like this perk doesn't really work because most survivors will just like move out of the area if they know that you're running that perk. So it doesn't really work in my matter. And then there was some technical updates that they had. Some survivor visuals. If you guys see right here, there's some really cool updates for a lot of the survivors that they have. They updated Dwight, Meg, Jake, Claudette. They stopped some of the modding stuff that happened too as well. And then also too, there's facial models and texture updates for Ace, Adam, Claudette, David, Dwight, Fang, Jake, Kate, Lori, Meg, Nia, Quentin, and Tap. So some of the newer folks that came out, I think they're pretty satisfied with them, like Felix, Jill, Leon, Zarina, things like that. Like the newer people, I think they're totally fine. But with the older folks, like here, like you see Dwight, they gave him more of like a younger look, more like a kiddish look. They kind of look nice and just really like cool. Especially Meg, like the whole meme with baby Meg, they really made her look like a baby Meg. With David, they really made him look like a nice looking dude versus like some Owen Wilson with a broken nose or whatever. So but that's pretty much it with the update, guys. Let me know if you guys think that this is a buff for him or a nerf. Will you guys be playing the Trickster, or will you just overlook him and go for someone else that you can utilize? For me personally, I want to love our Korean, you know, pop boy, but I mean, really, I just go with the Huntress. She's just my baby. I love her. I've been playing her since, you know, she was released, and I really like her. But anyways, thank you guys so much again for watching. If you guys haven't also too, we are going to be uploading some more Pokemon Unite. If you guys are into MOBAs or just Pokemon in general, this is a really fun game. It's free on the Switch. So we're going to be uploading those consecutively with our DBD videos. So if you guys want to like those videos too and check them out, it'll definitely help our channel grow. But hey guys, thank you so much for all the love, all the support. Hope you guys are having a really good week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. See ya.